Testing. Yeah, I got the mic over here. So I'll be leaning this way when I talk. Let's see, we could have the camera actually follow us. But I like that little background shot there with the skateboards. What's up, y'all? Here we go. We're going to be kicking back here at the shop. Here, let me adjust this manually. Yeah, that's cool there. Got it set up. What's up, Firewater Chi Gustavo? Aye. How's it going, everyone? Really quick red flag warning for Southern California, Los Angeles area. Heads up, peeps. And the wind is picking up out here outside of the shop. And it's actually blowing the complete opposite way. Usually it blows that way. And it's coming this way for some reason. And nights have been getting really chilly. And I hear there's some sort of cold front coming down. Some guy was telling me. I don't know. I have to look into that. But I do feel it getting a lot chillier out here. But the day today was if I were to take a wild guess, mid 70s or high 70s. It's pretty warm. I'm still a little bit bundled up, got long sleeves under my shirt and extra sweats cuz I know once that sun drops, that chill comes through and yeah, a lot of people complaining of getting sick and all that, you know. Don't want to get caught up with that. Had a little brush fire. And from what I'm hearing is that it was set by an arsonist and he was apprehended. I got a citizens app notification and yeah, we went live a little bit earlier, touched base on that. They got the fire out immediately. Um there was a small little plane that zipped by and I don't know what the newscaster had mentioned something about the plane, so everyone was focusing on that. But then LA fire, big LA fire chopper came and just dropped a bunch of water. And it was a trip because there were some, I think I want to say firefighters right near the drop also. So I think they got splashed. They must have gotten splashed a bit. But what's going on, Roger? We're hanging out at the shop here. What is it, Monday? Here we go. Another week. Magnetic is up in here. How's life? Is it wild as ever? Sure, Magnetic is probably working on some sort of project. I guess you have no business complaining because Oregon is balmy compared to y'all. Yeah, it's 11 degrees in eastern Kentucky. Burr. Oh yeah, we got people coming in. So don't mind any of the background action or conversations going on here. Yesterday I had trouble pulling up some pages. We're gonna give that a shot today. Let's see. I should show you how to mop a floor. All right. Cool. Thanks. What's up, Gerald? Yeah, there's a lot of things you could show me, Magneticus. I learned a lot from you. Believe me. Gustavo, what's the temperatura in Argentina? I would think cold. But Might be warming up for them down there. Things are the opposite, right? Yep, still on duty. Sorry about that. Multitasking here. And we're also multitasking on Twitch. Got a few little followers over there now. I think it's like what, 3 or 4? But testing those grounds out and yeah, I don't know what happened last night with the trying to pull up some sites I was wanting to share. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing here, but we're gonna try again today. So yeah, that fire up at Griffith Park uh contained, and then I guess they got a suspect. Someone lighting fires. Not good. Gonna give this a shot here. Boom. Let's see. All right. TikTok news, right? People got freaked out when they pulled the plug there for a bit. And yesterday it seemed like they brought service back. I'm sure a lot of people were happy about that. And I felt this I mean, me personally, I didn't mind. I was just like, whatever, they're gonna ban it, they ban it. A lot of people were upset, and yeah, it's almost like a play on emotions. I felt so I'm sure a lot of people were, and I know a lot of you out there don't give a rat's either. So, but just thought I'd touch on that. I don't know if any of you in the chat are TikTokers, but I think there's some very interesting content over there. A lot of it's weird as well, and then yeah, there's the whole, you know, spy thing behind it, and yeah, it gets kind of weird. So cool, we're able to share. Boom, testing that out. There you go, Magneticus. And Magneticus, did you hear what I mentioned about certain products coming from over there? And let's say like electron or gadgets, let's say a drone. You got these little drones, and when you get the drone, there's an app they want you to sign up for to be able to either move video and photos and all that. And yeah, I was thinking maybe like those could be some sort of way to spy. I don't know. It's just some thoughts that go through my mind. And a lot of times I won't sign up for those applications. We got Digger Dog in here, Octopus with no friends. You got friends, Octopus. I see you. Anyone catch the show with Nikki yesterday? Unfortunately, it was right at the same time as Midwest Night Watchers. So, but for me, it was a last minute thing. I had no idea. We got each other's contacts, and she was like, "Hey, what's up? You want to jump on?" I was like, "Let me find out. Let me make sure with the boss here." And he said it was a go. So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I had all this set up, ready to go, but uh, I wasn't able to. I received the link, but the link was telling me, I guess, it's not compatible with the software that I need Chrome, and I have Chrome, but when I opened my emails, it's I guess not going through Chrome or whatever, and so I'm not able to jump on. That was through her StreamYard. Anyway, just stuff I need to learn. But yeah, just went to Plan B, used the phone, had a good show. Check it out. Harry Man Hoaxes and Hoodwinks. Super cool Bigfoot channel there. I seen Nikki. I think Tate Hieronymus is premiering something over on his channel now, and I jumped over there really quick just to see before we went live here. And I think I've seen Nikki over there hanging out. Oh, Nikki's right here. What's up? The chat's moving like I felt it was stuck there. I was trying to scroll on the chat, and I see Nikki's in here. Good to see you, Nikki. Thank you for that show. Susan, good evening. So last night I had several things set up that I wanted to show, and that didn't work out. But today we're rocking and rolling. So I'm thinking of maybe catching up with some of the stuff I was gonna present last night. So the other night, we have these fire situations going on, and a lot's being expressed on social media, of course. And yeah, I've been hearing firsthand from some people that live in the areas, and it's just wild. I looked up because I have an idea when fire season is out here, and I just wanted to double check also. So I looked it up really quick, and it says typically in June and continues through October. So that had me thinking. And there were several topics that had came up, of course, previous fires that have happened in California. And then some were, mentioning the recent fires in Hawaii and making comparisons and, uh, focusing on certain anomalies. And yeah, I just find it all very, very odd. And so one thing that came to mind, I was thinking of the locations we touched on. That Malibu was right next to the Palisades, and this was just going, my mind thinking, oh, I recently had gone to Malibu, and then we had gone to go do some sky watching because Yeah, it's always been known that there's certain areas here in Southern California that are known for uh, UFO activity. I mean, if you go in historical accounts, you'll hear about like the Battle of LA, and who knows? I wonder about that one. Um, let's see. And so this came up uh, the other day when we were talking about all this. Was the Let's see, we got a citizens app alert. Had several today. Hey, I turned that app back on, and it's been crazy. But yeah, there's been talks about this a lot. This supposed underwater alien base off the coast of Malibu. And so yeah, bro and I went out there to go see what's going on, see if we'd see anything. And yeah, we started seeing some weird orangey like orbs out towards in the water, towards the water. And we were parked right on PCH. You could park on the side of the roads there. You used to be able to. A lot of that's gone now. But this came to mind, and I had this in mind also when we had gone out there. Just thinking about, is there really something like this? And it makes you wonder. And LA gets a lot. Some people believe that LA gets the most UFO sightings in the world. Even I've read stuff like that, and um, I'm sure it's up there for sure. Sissy Lawson in La Casa. ¿Qué pasa? And then Bigfoot here, enjoying the sun vibes out here. BD also seeing a high smoky haze, not too harsh. Right on. Where you at? So yeah, anyone in here, if you missed that stream the other night, uh, we were talking about this possible base off Malibu. And if you're not familiar with Malibu, that's right. Neighboring the Palisades were recent fires happening. And another spot we touched on was the Topanga Canyon, Topanga, which is right in this area as well. A lot of UFO reports out of there. We've seen that Preston Dennett, who's big in the UFO scene, has written a book on Topanga Canyon. I think it might be a series of books, and so that's interesting. And I've heard from other people in the UFO alien scene that yeah, Topanga Canyon, there's something going on there, and it's right in this area too. So keep that in mind. And we're just looking at these things. I didn't throw up any disclaimer, but yeah, we're following those guidelines. All right, just we're not saying anything for certain here. We're just checking things out. And so yeah, that came to mind. I thought of this base because of that fire, and then also the second fire, Eaton fire, we touched on. You got NASA, JPL right there, which wasn't affected, and the fire did get close to the facility there, and that just makes me think space. What else is going on at NASA, JPL, rockets? The whole history of that JPL, Jack Parsons, and all that comes to mind. You know, just start thinking certain things. Of course, the occult also is another thing that comes up when you think of all that. So I kept digging around. I was like, what else is of interest from that area? The Malibu Palisades and Topanga Canyon and there's more all around surrounding those areas as well. But I'm just focused there because of the current situation, right? And so yeah, I was thinking, I was like, what has happened in that area in the past that has really gotten my attention? And then I remember there's this case of this man that had this weird situation going on. So let's take a look at this. Dead Pacific Palisades man with 1,200 pew pews, identified by fiance as a secret agent. So this is a throwback. This is from July 2015. So check this out. We'll give me a second here. I'm gonna do a little something. Boom. All right. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit on this article and pull it up if you get a chance. This is very interesting. There's a whole video to it. And how do I do that? Let's see over here. And I believe you should be able to see the tab, but I'll just pull it up like that just in case. And Pacific Palisades, man, California, KBC. The body of Jeffrey Lash was decomposing. Was decomposing in his SUV in Pacific Palisades for nearly 2 weeks before he was found by authorities and attorneys. An attorney said, and once again, I'm at a weird angle here, so it's a little difficult to read, but you could see what's being said there. And then I want to scroll down to this particular part in the article, which really got my attention. Give me a second while I find it. All right, found it. So it gets into the whole case there, and it's actually a very, very strange case, and very little is known about some of the information, but they do release some details that are like, whoa, like all that ammo and a bunch of vehicles that he had. I think like it was over 10 vehicles and all this other strange, strange stuff. But then read up here, says Vadbunker's adoptive mother, Laura Vadbunker, told Eyewitness News she was told Lash was half alien, half man. So that tripped me out. And again, this guy living in the Pacific Palisades area. Check that one out. Boom, there we are. Where's the chat? Yeah, anyone? Where's Wildman? He probably knows about. He knows about this case. Ooh, catching up with chat. What's up, Scuba Steve? What up, man? Good to see you. I seen you went live recently, and you seen Killer Corn's been going live also. What's up, Raulito? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Just checking out some articles here. some strange articles. And the reason why I'm looking at this stuff like this was because a while back, I want to say last year sometime, I was going to these UFO sky watching gatherings out here, and someone at one of these gatherings mentioned to me something about something, and it led me to this whole weird story about possible aliens being injured or killed in the Paradise Fire up in Northern California that happened a few years back. I was like, what? And so he told me little of what he knew. And so I was like, I wonder if there's anything on this stuff. Like, I thought it was just a story he was telling me that he thought. And come to find out, there is a little something on there. And thank you to Sovereign Cosmic Wildman for finding this, because I had found something, but it was there was no link to it, and it was a YouTube channel, and I wasn't able to even find it. And someone in the chat had in the message on that on one of the posts, because I had posted something on that to see if anyone could find that link, and someone I think had a link for me, but had trouble posting. I don't know. It got a little weird, but Wildman was able to find this, and so yeah, I want to check this out. And that fire there was really bad as well, and yeah, a lot of the weird conspiracies floated around that too. The same way with the Hawaiian one, got it. And yeah, I feel there is certain anomalies to pay attention to. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird how all this kind of popped up, all this UFO and alien stuff. And it's not the first time. I mean, not even far from Paradise, you got Mount Shasta, where it's believed that ETs or interdimensionals of all kind of different kinds live in the mountain there and the surrounding areas. So it's something I've heard before. So check that video out if you get a chance. Now that we could pull that up, but that's not actually the video I was trying to find. And then what else did we have? So yeah, up the Griffith Park fire, there's actually several important structures up there too. Um, you have the Griffith Park Observatory, which I believe is an old world building, and I think it was John Levi. John Levi over on YouTube did a thing on it, and he also recently did a thing on the Watts Towers. Anyone ever been to the Watts Towers? I've been there before once, and yeah, I thought it was they were weird. I was like, what really is this? And they say that is like some guy that sculpted it and everything, but yeah, John Levi's breakdown was super interesting, and yeah, it definitely looks like some weird tech there. Magneticus, that would probably make a lot of sense to you since you're the techie guy. So yeah, fire extinguished and very near the observatory. I was able to get a screenshot, and it was the observatory, and you could see like smoke behind it. And anyone ever been to the observatory? Super cool. It's a fun place to check out, and you get quite a view of the city from up there too. Makes me wonder how far it goes under too, because I know it does go down. What else they got down there? And what was this before? It makes me think. Uh, the old observatory. We went up there recently, did a couple trips up that way. And actually, Steve Stockton, I mentioned him doing a whole thing on Griffith in Griffith Park. Um, check it out; it's a good one. So if you haven't seen this, I recommend it. There's a whole history of this area, the Los Feliz area, and the Griffith Park area. And we actually lived at the base. I grew up like not the base, but like, down very close to these hills here and Griffith Park, Hollywood sign, and all that stuff. And that's why I found the whole breakdown of Steve's Griffith Park was very interesting. I learned a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know, and we'll be going back up there. Actually, he did a thing also on the Hiding Man, which is like a local urban legend that that I don't know came about. Someone was leaving all these strange signs around Griffith Park on certain, and they were really creepy. And Steve actually wants one of those signs. I think my brother's friend has seen them before, and I told him to get us one if he ever finds it. But yeah, there's these strange, creepy messages, and the guy would uh, depict himself, and he had this. I don't know. You can look him up. Hiding Man, Griffith Park, and I think there's something to that. And in some of those messages that he was writing and leaving around there, he talked about some sort of underground tunnels that connect from Burbank to the Griffith Park area there. Very weird. And that wouldn't surprise me. We've been going in on the underground tunnels of LA, and we'll be diving deeper into that stuff. I've been asking around to see where some of these entrances may be, and maybe we'll go take a peek one day. But yeah, let's see. And I'm just doing a little catch up since we didn't show this last night. Last night we ended up just showing a bunch of video clips, kind of little vid analysis. What else we got? Let's see. And I did want to do. I'm gonna touch again on those missing people. We did the Mount Wilson observatory tour the other day, checking out that video. And at the end, I touched on some missing persons cases from the Mount Wilson area and surrounding areas. And I wasn't able to read them off good. And some of them are pretty weird. But yeah, it makes you wonder what's happening up on Mount Wilson there. I'm checking to see if there's anything else that I missed. Touch on the Palisades, Malibu, and then what's up with this the egg? Anyone get any more details on the egg here? Been making the rounds. Everyone's talking about it in the UFO scene. So at first I wasn't sure. I guess that's the craft there is the actual egg, right? I thought it was something else, maybe like shooting out of it. I thought there was something else going on, but I guess they're retrieving this. They're calling it a UAP. So does that mean it's man-made or it's not a UFO? Any word on this? Where'd we go? There we are. What's chat saying? So I'm scrolling down here, so I see my little scrolling thing for the chat gets stuck a little bit, and I gotta scroll down. All right. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty weird. And if anyone missed last night's live, it was like late night, probably like 1:30, 2 in the morning. We're showing video clips. And I found another one that is very similar to the triangle one that's in the intro that I made recently. And I want to say I got maybe 2 or 3 more, and they're all with the night vision psionics. So um, let's check that out again and see what you all think. Philip Blair last night was sharing his opinions, and yeah, he's he got his ideas and views, and I told him, hey, any of these videos you want to check out for yourself and dive in deeper, um, maybe to help him see what some of us are seeing, because I don't think we were on the same page. And much love to Philip Blair. Let's see this. Sensing everything around you. And, the nature of this dimensional plane is duality. Like, we need to experience both sides of these.
Looks like a triangle.
Negative, the good, the bad, the pleasant, the unpleasant. And so, one thing that humanity has to work on, especially now, because as you can see, a lot of these belief systems that are rooted in religion, now religion is deeply rooted into us, many of us traumatic perceptions that were rooted and created. So it reminds me of the triangle I use in the intro.
I lost it.
In the intro, though, of course, it's zooming by super fast. This time it seems to be moving very slowly. But it gave me that weird feeling. I don't know. There's a particular feeling you get sometimes when you're seeing these things, and I definitely got it then. All right, we got Blazer here with a link. Are they evacuating again? Not sure what that link is. Something about the Palisades. What's up, Mr. Big Red Dog? Hope you're chilling this evening. Raulito GUFO. We got Crazy Javier up in here as well. What's up, Crazy? Richard, you keep him warm? So yeah, I want to do maybe I'll do a little compilation of those particular triangular shaped crafts. And they seem to always go, I catch them right there outside of the house. So I've been aiming at trying to get another one. Anyone going live tonight? I see Texas Front Porch is live. Who else is out there? Jonathan Easley. Y'all check out his latest interview on Untold Radio Network. It was a good one. And they touch on the whole, not the whole, but some of the Sierra Sound situation. And sounds like STM is going to be doing something on it here soon. So I'm excited for that. And if you don't know about the Sierra Sounds situation, uh, there's a whole thing where there's these group of guys that supposedly took out it was 1 or 2, I think, baby Bigfoots. and that's been out for a while. There's people had done a little documentary on it, and I think Carl the Crusher out there may know a little something. He's been out to the Sierra site, and there's been several other people that have been out to the Sierra site. Jonathan as well. Um, and when I first heard that, I was like, "No way!" There's that whole thing where could you believe that? But I believe there's something to it. Um, and especially if Jonathan's on the case, I fully trust him. And yeah, several other people that I've heard things from that lead me to believe that something did happen there. I don't know for sure, but I'd love to go check it out. So hopefully I get the invite to check out that Sierra site, and we'll see what'll be coming out as far as documentaries from that situation. So yeah, if you want more details, check out that interview with our boy Jonathan, and salute to him. And he will be pumping out more stuff. It sounds like too. He hasn't even put out our Bluff Creek trip yet, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's been a pretty good Monday so far. The guys were out there repainting the wall because it got touched. Someone came and wrote on the wall. They painted it last night. It's like, oh gosh. Luckily, there was some black paint left over, and then someone had spilled some oil in front of the shop here, and bro was able to get his buddy to come and power wash it. They just got finished doing all that. Right before we jumped on, there's a whole lot of noise going on outside, but yeah, it's been pretty chill so far in here. Had a few customers come in, and yeah, still the wind's still blowing pretty hard. I could tell here by the banner outside, and I got one of those sock wind Bigfoots, and he's hanging on for dear life. Yeah. So I think that was just about it as far as the articles. I really wanted to touch on that Palisades one, and we'll continue to go a little deeper. Just a little like taste test, and I know we could maybe find a little more stuff that may relate to this. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not saying this is has anything to do with these current fires, but I do find it interesting that this stuff is going on at those locations. Firewater, you guess the real question is what type of alien? That too. Very true. And then if we are talking extraterrestrial, there's also the question of the interdimensional. That definitely is a thing. Actually, watching speaking of that, there's a on the big screen over there, it's a John DeSouza, the ex three-letter agency dude. And yeah, he's got some very interesting information. Is it real? I don't know, but you know, because he's a ex three-letter agent guy, does it validate what he's saying? I don't know. Maybe he knows something and is sharing with us. Steve Wolf, how you do? Salute, salute. You did, by the way, take your folks to the observatory when they came out. Right on, yeah. Late 80s. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure I went up in the 80s too with supervision. What else is going on? A whole lot. I did actually bring one of the plants in. Our bigger plants got blown over. So that tells you or gives you an idea of what the wind's like outside. So once again, heads up, peeps in the LA area. It's going to get windy. Ha. Speaking of Preston Dennett earlier, he's on live. He's a trippy dude for sure. And I respect his work. I know he's investigated UFOs and ETs or other beings in the LA area for many years. So he'd be a great source to tap into for stuff out here. Yeah, I just wanted to get that off. I'm glad I was able to at least touch on those little bits of things, and we'll be gathering more information on some of this stuff. And yeah, because it's strange times with these drones and strange things in the skies, and it's just it could be alarming sometimes. But yeah, you can't let that get to you. You gotta, continue living and pushing forward. But yeah, no, I'm really interested on what's happening now. Now you got the egg thing happening. So what's that gonna lead us to next? What's next? I don't know. Anyway, glad you guys all joined the live stream. Glad we were able to do this really quick, and we're gonna maybe jump on tonight, depending on how things end up flowing here. The rest of the evening at the shop, and yeah, tap in with us. Sky's the limit smoke shop, 3925 East Olympic Boulevard, East Los Angeles, California. Yes. All right, you guys all have and gals have a great rest of your evening, and we'll be doing more and more and more of this. So here we go. We out.